Republicans are determined to stand with the American people and oppose this government takeover of health care with everything we've got. It's important as the administration and this speaker continue to drive this government takeover of health care, hundreds of billions of dollars of higher taxes, mandates and bureaucracy through the Congress. It's important that they understand that it's not the President's house, that it's not the Speaker's house, that is the people's house. And this weekend, House Republicans will stand with the American people and do everything in our power to defend their freedom and bring about health care reform that gives them more freedom and not more government.
Everything we possibly can to defeat this health care bill. We will work hard every hour until this vote is taken to ensure that we can produce 38 no votes from the other side of the aisle. I thank all the Americans that have come here to join us in this fight. The fight is nearing an end, but if we continue to work hard and listen to the American people, we can defeat this bill.
In that press conference, she showed that she sent a bill to CBO and they gave her a score back. But I got to tell you what, if you manipulate a bill, you can manipulate the score. But the speaker also said in that press conference she's going to pass what we call the doc fix. Well, CBO just gave us a letter yesterday. And CBO said, well, if that's true, then Madam Speaker, your bill has a huge deficit. Just in the doc fix, it makes this bill a $58 billion deficit. If you look at what the CBO says also, look at all the double counting in this bill. This number is based upon analysis from the Congressional Budget Office. We're double counting $70 billion from Class Act premiums. They're double counting $53 billion from Social Security taxes. They're not counting $71 billion in appropriations that are necessary to run this new government on health care. $10 billion of that goes to the IRS to hire about 16,000 agents to police this new mandate on all Americans. $398 billion just from Medicare Part A. You add all of that up, and this bill has a $454 billion deficit. You add everything up, the doc fix, all the Medicare rates, this bill is a $787 billion deficit. The point is this, the math is correct. We know how to add, we know how to subtract. And when you look at what CBO says, in totality, this bill gives us a massive deficit. We are creating an open-ended entitlement on top of the fact that the entitlements we already have are unaffordable. We're creating a $2.4 trillion new government spending program, and we're already $76 trillion in the hole. It's unconscionable. They don't now have the votes for it, and I sure hope they won't.
Yes! Yes!
After this become more popular with him? I don't think so. Or how about investors in America? By the time when Americans are asking where are the jobs, we're going to put this new tax on every investment income that there is. Listen, this is not the way to go the American people. No. Yesterday I sent a letter to the Speaker asking her to have a call of the House. A roll call on this bill. Straight up and down vote. Calling one member's name at a time and having these men and women here in the Congress stand up before God, their country, and their constituents and announce their vote.
Yes.
I think it's time. No demon cast, no scheming demon, none of the tricks. It's time to have a scramble down, folks. Let's just have it done one at a time. This fight is not over. This fight is continuing. They do not have the votes yet. We got to keep working to make sure that they never, ever, ever, ever get the votes to pass this bill. Thank you.
Let you all go home tonight. They'll be back in here tomorrow to try to make this all work out. Is what
But then why does it matter if you're down?
I think.
If I can get out, someone can come in.